Alright, so today I want to talk about the situation between Jack Black and his friend Kyle Gass at a concert for their band called Tenacious D. Now, I don't know if Jack Black is just before my time or not, but I don't really know anything about the guy other than the fact that he's the voice for the panda in Kung Fu Panda. Maybe I'm too young to really be able to grasp his impact, but people lost their freaking minds over this situation. So let me stop playing footsie with you under the table and let me just show you the clip. And it's a clip of Jack Black telling his friend Kyle Gass to make a wish for his birthday on stage. And his wish is, don't miss Trump next time.
Happy birthday to you. Make a wish, Canada. Don't miss Trump next time.
So after this happened, both Jack Black and Kyle Gass received crazy amounts of backlash online, and both of them ended up putting out apologies later on. And here's Jack Black's apology. It reads, "I was blindsided by what was said at the show on Sunday. I would never condone hate speech or encourage political violence in any form. After much reflection, I no longer feel it is appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. I am grateful to the fans for their support and understanding." Now, a lot of people online are saying that this apology isn't sincere and that he's not really sorry. And sure, you're entitled to that belief, but at the end of the day, you can't read his mind. There's no way to really know if he's actually sorry or just saving face. So you can only really look at his actions here. And so far, his action was to take accountability and put out a public apology. He's publicly taking accountability, which is worth more than not doing so at all. So whether you buy the apology or not, it's really about the fact that, well, at least he did apologize. And like I said, you don't have to believe it's authentic, but let's be honest. Could he have said anything that would have made you think it was actually sincere? Like, at what point are you unwilling to budge or be convinced in any way, no matter what, that he was in fact sincere about this? Now, what are my thoughts on this personally? I honestly doubt he's sincere. The backlash he received was extreme, and he has a lot more at stake than just Tenacious D. So he likely thought it would be more worth it to just cut his losses and save face to avoid any more damage to his business and reputation. Now, there is no way I could know if this apology was sincere or not, but for me, the fact that he didn't double down and actually put out an apology and acknowledge that that was not an okay thing to say or condone is certainly worth something. Now, as for Kyle Gass, brother, read the room. Your friend with a massive platform and influence is openly politically aligned with one side of the political spectrum, and you're making a joke about assassinating their political opponent not even 3 whole days after an attempted assassination on said individual, and where innocent people were critically injured and killed. It's probably not the best time for that joke. And your friend, Jack Black, is going to go down with you because he's the big name and has a massive platform. And here you are using it in your own selfish way. Now, whether they planned all of this backstage or not, who knows? But according to Jack Black, he was blindsided by this. So that's the narrative I'm rolling with as of now. And for those who say, oh, it was just a joke, sure, you can label it as just a joke, but the timing of the joke was very poor, you must admit. Like, just slapping the label of joke on something doesn't make it an okay thing to say or mean that it couldn't be potentially dangerous. Some jokes can still have very bad outcomes. It's kind of like how making a joke about having a bomb on an airplane is going to be taken way more seriously if you're making it while on an airplane, as opposed to if you made that same exact airplane joke but while on a beach. If you make the airplane bomb joke while actually on an airplane, it's suddenly a lot less funny and will actually be taken seriously, whether it's just a joke or not. Same joke, but very different perception and outcome. So honestly, I feel it's not really about the joke itself, but more or less the timing of it, and the fact that it's coming from somebody who's clearly politically opposed to the individual they're making that sort of joke about. I think it'd be seen a little differently if he wasn't actually associated with the opposing side, but maybe that wouldn't be the case. There's no real way to know. And it could be difficult to determine just exactly where the joke ends and a call for violence disguised as a joke begins. And to say don't miss next time is pretty extreme because you're implying that there either will be or should be a next time, which is understandably pretty disturbing to a lot of people, especially in this current chaotic and scary political climate where extremism is rampant. Jokes, comedy, and humor are a very tricky thing to regulate and control though, because ultimately it's all subjective and everybody has different boundaries with these sorts of things. Everybody has a different standard for what they deem to be acceptable or unacceptable, offensive or not offensive. Now look, I love to indulge in some very morbid and offensive jokes, dark humor, whatever you wish to call it, but a big big part of being a comedian is having that expertise and social awareness to navigate through these complexities. I feel comedy is meant to push boundaries, but there is a fine line between being edgy in pushing boundaries and reckless disregard for the potential consequences of your words, especially if you have such a massive platform. And I feel in this case, his timing was just really bad. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly cover this situation a bit. I don't expect everybody to agree with my take here since humor is so subjective, but I feel it's pretty reasonable to agree that this was very poor timing. And personally, I think that's where he really fucked up. And obviously, situations like this are going to be taken much more seriously when you have pictures like this being posted by Joe Biden on his official Twitter. I feel if this was somebody else who didn't have such close ties or such a close connection with Biden, it wouldn't have been blown up so big. But because that there are things like this on the internet, it really doesn't help his case. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know y'all's thoughts below if you think the joke was too extreme or not, or if it was just dark humor that people are taking too seriously. Definitely let me know. No answer is the wrong answer. It's simply just your opinion and you are entitled to share that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of y'all's day. Stay healthy. Peace.